Hey, cute stuff. So we pulling another little message right here with me, Duchess. So we gonna find out all the tea. What needs to come out? What needs to come to light? General collective, take what resonates, leave what doesn't behind for whoever the hell it's for. And yes, baby, this is a timeless reading. So let's go ahead and see what needs to come to light, what we need to know, what we need to pay attention to, be aware of. Tell us the truth here, Spirit. We have difficulties, but can and will get through it. Okay, something to do with some difficulties. Let's find out more. We got here, okay, feeling stuck in the mind or sad or depressed. Let's find out more information, baby. We got here when it comes to some sort of commitment, marriage, or marriage proposal. All right, We got here irritated because you have no control, okay. We got highly creative. So Spirit is saying here that you're upset or irritated or agitated because you haven't really had the commitment that you want when it comes to your connections and relationships, okay? It's like you feel there's a lack when it comes to a healthy and positive relationship right now, that this is something that you've been in your head about, you've maybe been stressed about, sad about, hurt about in certain ways, that you are someone that's ready to have that happy ending or ready to have someone that you can trust, a true partner, not none of these fake phony frauds, not none of these people with narcissistic tendencies, energy vampire tendencies. No, but Spirit is saying here that this is something that needs to be like, this is something that's going to happen for you, but it's something that there needed to be a stall or a wait time, because there's something here where Spirit is saying that if you had this person right away, you would have other regrets in your life, right? That there are certain things that you need to create for your life or do for your life or bring into your life here before this person can come in, or else it would create some sense of regret. So a good example of this is, say you fall in love, right, and all inhibitions are out the door because now you're committed to this person, which means there's compromise involved. It means you got to be committed to their wants, their needs, their desires, and vice versa, because it's balance, it's a give and take. But somehow that would distract you or pull you away from something that you are meant to accomplish or achieve, right? So for some of you, this could be a sense of independence, right? So for me, I grew up in a very large family. It was always people around, and so I've always been around people. And so for me, I definitely need to spend time alone to have my own sense of independence rather than always being codependent with whoever I would be with, right? Friends, family, whoever. So lovers especially. So there's something here where it's like, if you didn't go through a certain period of self-care, self-reflection, maybe you always wanted to travel the world, maybe there's always a project that you wanted to work on, okay, maybe there's a period of self-discovery that you wanted to go through, or maybe really hang out with friends and build other types of connections, build a business, an empire. There's something here, go back to school. There's something here that ultimately needs to happen before this love is able to manifest in the way that you would like it to, because it's like you want the commitment and you feel irritated because you're ready for this level of commitment, right? You tell yourself you're ready, but Spirit is saying not quite there yet. Slow down, little horsey, slow down, boo. Okay, not quite there yet, because there's no reason to be upset about it, because it's gonna happen, right? But you don't want to regret putting energy and time into other things here that are critical and important to you. And if you think about it here, and not to say this is all people, because a lot of people I see are power couples, they can be married in both, but usually both people are established and have their own sense of identity, own sense of life, own sense of happiness, own sense of separation, own sense of these things here, boundaries, understanding, before they come together to build a healthy interdependency. So Spirit is saying this is what's taking so long, is that what you're building is healthy, okay? It's something that's going to, I'm hearing it's going to be a vibe. So for something healthy to come in, you have to be in your healthiest state, meaning that you don't want to be in a state of regret or feeling like you've given your all or sacrificed your all for a connection. And for a lot of you, this is something that you've done in the past, okay? You've lost yourself in connections. You've given too much. You've overly sacrificed and then felt like it was all for nothing. Like, well, I did all this and then I ended up, the creek, doing bad, doing rough. And so it's like now it's a time for you to put yourself first and not have any regrets. Be creative in what you can build for your life and what happiness you can create for yourself. And that's when this commitment comes in here. We got here by Mars, force. I said force, by force. It's like Spirit said, by force. You don't want to have something by force when it's not ready, right? So I heard this analogy the other day. I don't remember who said it, but they were saying you don't want something that's not ready, right? So if you decide to bake a cake, but you try to take out the oven before it's ready, you're going to have goop. It's not going to be delicious. It's not going to be tasty. Nobody wants that. You got to be patient. You got to wait for it to cook at a certain temperature for a certain amount of time. Then you got to wait for it to cool off so it don't crumble. And you get what I'm saying? It's like you don't want to do something by force because you're not going to want it, what you get. And so this is something I had to learn. I remember a couple of years ago, I was feeling sad and lonely. And Spirit, this was the thing with me and Spirit, because I was like, I'm just so lonely. Just please send me somebody because this just really sucks and it's so sad. And so first, Spirit was like, well, girl, don't be desperate. Like, calm down, relax. It's okay to be alone for a minute. And I'm like, whatever, send me somebody. And sure enough, they sent me the most annoying, stressful person that wanted to be up under me. I wasn't lonely at all, but I was on the verge, okay? On the verge of losing it with this person. I ended up breaking up with them to never seeing them again and blocking them on everything because they drove me insane. And so this is why it's like Spirit is saying that was not the time. So if you want something before it's the time, you're going to get the unready version. So it's like you're being told here, nothing needs to happen by force because everything is happening for you and in your highest good. So you got to step in a place of acceptance and knowing here that whatever is not good for you is going because it's not good for you. Yes. So it's okay to have the desire here. Spirit is saying it's not wrong to have that desire for the union, for the love, for the support, for the companionship, for the understanding, for the loyalty. It's not wrong to have the desire, right? But you don't want that desire to put you in a state of sadness, anxiousness, worry, troublesomeness, none of that. You want to be like, you know what, it's not happening right now, but that's okay because I'm working on other things that make me happy. I'm focused on other things that fulfill me, okay? And when you're in that energy, that's what brings this blessing to you faster. As I'm saying, it came out the abundance. Yes, baby, okay? As you're in this energy, it's like a lightning strike. That's what brings this to you faster as you're not overly stressed, not overly depressed, not overly worried about it. That's not the right energy to be in because you don't have control of the situation. So you're being told here that you don't necessarily have control here. So all you can do is go with the flow. Go with the flow and not force things. There was this other thing I was watching on YouTube and they were talking about when people try to force something before they supposed to have a kingdom spouse, but they want to sit there and take the riffraff because they so desperate. And then when you're divorced in 2 years because you didn't really like the person, it was just you didn't want to be lonely in a codependency, you end up in regret. So Spirit is like, which regret do you want? Okay? Do you want to end up in regret because you ended up wasting time, energy, emotions, going through the heartbreak, sadness, ups, downs, the attachment, detachment? Do you want to go through that type of regret, or do you just want to be like, you know what? I regret that I don't have somebody right now, but at the same time, I do got all this happiness. I'm building happiness and abundance and growth in my life. I'm focused on my peace and my serenity. I'm not dealing with the up and down emotions, the back and forths, the divorces, this and that. We look at these celebrities, baby. I was just hearing about the Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. I don't know how long they was married, maybe 3-4 years. Who knows? Okay? But ultimately, it wasn't meant to work out. This is what happens when certain things are forced. They don't even like each other. And this is what happens with people. People don't even like each other, but they end up getting married because it looks good. I know a lot of people that's married because it looks good, but each person is constantly stepping out and trying to find somebody else because they don't even like each other, because it's stable, or the person that has money. In the meantime, both people stepping out, they don't even like each other like that. So while you sitting here maybe miserable and looking at all these marriages online, all of these happy couples, let's look beyond the surface, okay? And I had to tell a client this the other day because I was telling her that most love that's out right now is not real love. It's toxic. Most married people that you see are in a codependency. They don't even really love each other, and they don't know how to. Not to say all of them, but a lot of them. I've checked thousands and thousands and thousands of energies over the years across the world, okay? Universal, honey. So with that being said, I said universal, international, honey, okay? Universal too. I talk to the angels, honey, all right? But anyways, what I got to say is that most people are not even in a healthy connection. They just want anybody, somebody, and married the first cute thing, the first funny thing, the first warm thing, the first sexy thing. You get what I'm saying? The first thing that made them feel good. But then there's the regret after that. So you're being told you're actually being spared that type of heartbreak and suffering. You're being spared that type of tomfoolery, because being in a marriage for show is not worth it at all. It's not worth anything. So that would have been like when I was telling Spirit I needed that guy. That guy used to talk about marrying me all the time. I remember he talked to my son about marrying me, and we both had a discussion later on that I would not be marrying him because he gets on my last damn nerves. But if I would have been desperate for that spouse right then and there, I would be with this person right now in torture or getting a divorce. So there's something here where Spirit is saying you're actually being spared, okay? You're actually getting a more clear pathway to what you actually deserve. So there's no reason to be sad. There's no reason to feel like you missed something, okay? There's no reason, because you're good right now. You're good. You're in your element. You're doing your damn thing. You are living your best life. You are kicking your feet up. Spirit is saying that if you really look at the situation for what it is, things are not that bad. There's a sense of conflict here. Spirit is saying here that the conflict is that you got to realize that you're looking for a specific puzzle piece. And so that's going to take a long time, okay? Because there's all kinds of puzzle pieces that don't fit out there, baby. They don't fit. We're going to squeeze it. We can force it. We can try to tape it. We can try to glue it together. But ultimately, it's still not going to fit. So ultimately, what you got to say is, I'm alone because I haven't found nobody that fit yet. Or I'm not married yet because I haven't found the person that fit yet. And yeah, I got to wait. I know sometimes the wait don't feel that good. It's a little frustrating. It's a little annoying. But it's better than getting pulled the okie doke on, okay? Seven of Swords. It's better than having someone playing games, going stealth mode. It happens all the time, okay? Spirit is saying here that this is a time here where there's tower moments happening because you're digging deeper. You're looking beyond the surface. And like I said, there's a lot of people that think they got something happy and good going on, but they don't. Okay, there's a lot of lies, there's a lot of deception, there's a lot of game plan, there's a lot of people being jealous of each other and their own connections. I know people that's jealous of their mate, that tries to sabotage their mate in hopes the worst happens with their mate. That's not the type of persons you want. And that's why you're going to be lonely till Spirit gives you somebody good. We don't got time for the nonsense. And when did I open up justice? Yes. You deserve justice and love, not the BS. So let everybody else do them. You're not going to worry about them because you're going to be worried about your forever boo, your healthy boo, okay? That positivity. And we're not going to be sad about what's not happening, but we're going to be happy about what is happening right now, which is you are prepping yourself for a very healthy, very long-lasting, very blessed connection, baby. And you deserve it because you waited, you were patient, you were diligent, you were trusting in source, and so therefore you will get the reward of that, versus the people that want to force something. They're going to get the reward of divorce, and we all been there, but this is not your time. Your time is for that solid energy, You done with the BS. Done with it. All right. So please like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff. Come check out my website. There's goodies on there. You can book a reading. You can book some coaching sessions. Take one of my e-courses. Okay. You can get some healing done. There's a little bit of everything on my website, baby. So come check it out. Come hang out in the winner circle. I'm going to talk to you later, boo. Bye.